Should we all begin? Okay.
Thank you, sir. Yes, ma'am. A very good afternoon and warm welcome to all the participants who have joined us for the e-launch of the journal Rhetorica Quarterly. We are joined today by the Honourable Vice Chancellor of the University of Lucknow, Professor Alok Kumar Rai, and Dr. Anamika, a very renowned poet, academic, critic, and an alumna of the department. The journal Rhetorica Quarterly has been a dream project of a very vibrant, versatile, and vivacious head of the department, Professor Ranu, who's a poet and critic of international acclaim. This initiative becomes all the more special as it is being launched in the centennial year of the university. It has been dedicated to Mrs. Mohini Manglik, a teacher of our teachers and a dearly loved academic who left us for the heavenly abode earlier this year. We feel the constant warmth of her blessings with us today. I would now like to invite Professor Ranu, Head of the Department of English and Modern European Languages, University of Lucknow, to share the vision behind the conception of the journal. Ma'am.
Good afternoon. I'm delighted to introduce the inaugural issue of Rhetorica Quarterly, an online literary endeavor of the students of the Department of English and Modern European Languages. 2020 is the centennial year of the University of Lucknow and will also go down in the history as a pandemic year. It is commendable that the students of the department have come together on one platform through this literary initiative. Literature has always played a significant role in society. It becomes our comfort and ally in stressful situations. The journal, I must say, is of the students and for the students. The various sections bring together the aspirations, anxiety, and the dreams of our young students. These students are the backbone of the department. Any department is not just known by its teachers, but it is primarily known by its students. These students are our hope for the future. As head and advisory editor, my task was to inspire and encourage them to work as a team. I was thrilled to see the variety of thought and engagement with life, and I'm very grateful to all the contributors for sending in their work. A large number of foreign students from the department responded to our call with great enthusiasm. The board of editors and their co-members must be applauded for their amazing entrepreneurial skills, a mix of creative energy and hard work in putting together the entire issue. Our Honourable Vice Chancellor, Professor Alok Kumar Rai, has been generous with his time and deserves our special thanks for being an inspiration and guide to all of us. Ever since he joined, the university has been doing extremely well in various fronts. We dedicate this issue to late Mrs. Mohini Manglik, who was our beloved teacher in the department and who taught in this department for almost 3 decades. An icon of grace and unconditional love, Mrs. Manglik always blessed each one of us associated with the department. She is our pole star and a major source of inspiration and encouragement. We also have on board Anamika. Anamika is a very dear friend, a co-traveler, an academic, a translator, a poet, who writes both in Hindi and English. Soft-spoken and gentle, Anamika writes with deep sensitivity on social and political issues. I hope Our bright and vivacious young minds, with their power of seeing, the ability to empathize, and their remarkable sensitivity, will bring a smile on your face and move your hearts. For me, the launch of this journal, Rhetorica Quarterly, is a dream come true. I can assure you that this is just a beginning, and the journey will make significant strides in future. The inaugural theme-free issue will soon be in your hands, and I would wish you happy reading. Stay safe and stay blessed, and be creatively involved in pursuing art and literature. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your very encouraging words. I think we have been able to thrive only because we were under your very able leadership. May I now request Professor Alok Kumar Rai, Vice Chancellor, University of Lucknow, to motivate us with his encouraging words and launch the journal. Sir.
Thank you, Ms. Sharma. Very good evening, Ranu madam.
Thank you.
I'm highly delighted to be part of a program where we have such a wonderful, such an accomplished academician there in the department who's leading the department. I could come to know about her accomplishments only 2 days back when I got to have an access to her book. And when I read, I kept it reading. I kept reading. And since then, madam, I have been doing wonderful marketing of yours.
Oh, thank you, sir.
and why I say wonderful marketing, because the product is extremely well crafted, extremely wonderfully drafted, and you're a truly blessed personality, an excellent poet, I must say. I call her Mahadevi Verma of English, and this is the strength of the department, and this is the strength of the university, and this is where the strength of any institution comes from. And what this launch is about is a reflection of what your university does these days, where we put students at the forefront, where we put students at the center stage. And this gives me an extremely happy moment to announce the launch of this new literary magazine by Department of English and Modern European Language. Very interesting fact is that this effort has been undertaken largely by the students of the department, and this is what we actually aim at. And we have been doing we have undertaken numerous initiatives by the university to motivate these students to come at the forefront, not just with respect to classes, but also with respect to conduct of the institutional affairs. So I extend my warm congratulations and regards to Rhetorica Literary Society and the entire editorial board associated with the initiation of this new virtual platform that we today officially present before the reading audience. I must also acknowledge the presence of renowned poet and academic, Ms. Anamika, whom we proudly recognize today as an alumnus of the Department of English and Modern European Languages. Her contributions to the field of literature and literary criticism make her a significant literary icon for our young students, and her virtual presence today makes this launch an even more celebratory event. It is also interesting to note that she writes both in English as well as Hindi. That is what Madam was sharing. The Department of English and Modern European Languages remains an active hub for the range of literary activities throughout the year, and I am happy that the present post-pandemic situation has also not curtailed this literary enthusiasm. The formulation of the literary society Rhetorica remains a remarkable step to further provide an organizational platform for future literary activities that we look forward to be held in this department. Before also I have been part of departmental activity, and this is an extremely vibrant department, I must say. This new magazine, Rhetorica Quarterly, brings together the creative talent of our young minds, and I hope this turns to be a very successful and significant platform for many more works to reach out to larger reading audience I wish if on the departmental YouTube channel, some reading of this journal, from this journal, should be placed on the departmental website. And this should be made available to all the students to see and further propagate it among their fraternity. It is also interesting to see that lots of academic activity by Department of English has also been undertaken. So we are extremely happy, and I'm more happy for Madam Ranu Uniyal, since I've read her work. I became her fan. So I want to see the students who have been groomed by her and the teachers like her would certainly match up to the qualities that the teachers have. So this emphasizes upon the strength that this institution, this department has, and the future that this department can provide to the society. Thank you. Thank you very much, madam, for providing me an opportunity to be part of this wonderful program. And also, very importantly, this is what the academic activity that I have always been working on and have been trying to look forward to in this great future. So thank you very much, and my sincere wishes and my hearty congratulations to all of you, and my best wishes for all the future issues, and also lots of good wishes. Stay healthy, stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. So Ansh, you could move ahead with the next part of the program.
Thank you, ma'am.
Right.
Yes, ma'am. Anamika is a poet, social worker, novelist, critic, and an alumna of the department, from where she has done a special MA. Currently, she's a reader at the Department of English, Satyavati College, University of Delhi. She has been awarded the Kedar Samman in 2007, Sahitya Setu Samman in 2001, Bharat Bhushan Award for Poetry in 1996, amongst others. It is indeed my proud privilege to welcome her today to share with us her feelings on the occasion and read a few of her compositions. Ma'am.
Dear Vice Chancellor Sahab and Ranu, esteemed friends and young scholars, thank you very much, Ranu, dear Ranu, for inviting me to this great feast of ideas. I mean, yesterday when Ranu rang me up, I was stuck up at a bank in a queue. And in her voice, I could easily read the pride of a mother who'd been training her daughters in culinary arts. And you know, you must have seen it at your place also. I mean, the moment a mother feels that her children are ready for, you know, with something, you know, they would invite their friends, old Sakhis like me, and, you know, for the Sehboj. So this is the kind of pleasure she was radiating when she rang me up. And I could easily see what a real training, spiritual training has gone into your making. Because you have something called Samarasya. You know, there are 9 rasas in our scheme of things, in our Kavya Shastra. And the Samarasya, be it in literature or in any art form, Samarasya is the basic thing. So if you arrive at that kind of a Samarasya or harmony, you know, you are going to make it big in life. I'm very happy, Ranu. I read, not read, but glimpsed through everything. And I must congratulate you on the great endeavor. I mean, you really grew, I mean, nurturing them in the right direction, which only you could do. And other teachers must have also contributed. So congratulations, all of you. I was telling you that equipoise is the basic philosophy we must adhere to when we start writing. And what the central crisis of the world today is that we have entered a phase of hyper masculinity and hyper femininity. I mean, the gender balance is as important as the balance of rasas and the balance of dhwanis and the balance of uh, aesthetics and aesthetic concerns and the ethical concerns. You must have known by now that what connects as the poetics. What is poetics in India? In Indian literature, we have the word kavya for everything. Even Vayurveda is kavya, and narrative also is a kavya. Akhyan also is kavya. So we have a poetics associated with everything. So what is poetics? Poetics is the essence of all that the ethics and aesthetics have to offer you. And you must have known by now that the guiding principle of aesthetics is also the same as that of ethics. And what is it? You don't have to cross extremes. You don't have to be excessive, hyper. You have to be in the middle. You have to be in the middle of everything. Like a sthit pragya, you have to be. Buddha called it samyak drishti. So, and how can you achieve that samyak drishti? With the kind of cooperation in the world of market fundamentalism. What is the real disaster that has floated? That we are cutthroat competition, such a violent word, has entered our perception. And what can be the way out? If we substitute this ideal of cutthroat competition with the ideal of pleasant cooperation, we are going to reach where we want to. And the kind of the journal has been so beautifully divided into different units, and each unit has been so beautifully taken over by one important person. I mean, this kind of deepening of democracy that Ranu, floats in the journal, I'm very happy with this. I mean, this is the kind we must, kind of literature and samrasya we must promote. The second important thing that I noticed here, that it's a range of ideas that you're talking about, right from lipstick to street food to unemployment to greater issues, shaking the world today, war and riots and everything. So this range and this profundity and this cooperative venture, this is something that really caught my heart. I was also reminded of the 18th century, the age of Steele and Edison and Johnson and even Chesterton at a later stage. With this kind of sensitivity, they must have put their ideas together. Now, but unfortunately, their journals are not so readily available today. But your e-journal will be definitely available, even it has got the amarta of a soul. I must say, nainam chindanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavaka, nainam kledayanti apa, nainam shoshaiti maruta. This kind of immortality of soul e-journals have. I mean, they win a space in the internet. They're going to stay there for good. And from there, you can, you can do whatever you want to, only when you decide not to be too much, to inject too much of violence of ideas, because as violence of ideas or violence of action or anything which leads you to cutthroat competition is against the idea both of aesthetics and ethics. Anything that is aesthetically frustrating is bound to be ethically frustrating also. Violence, for instance. So with this kind of samarasya in mind and this kind of cooperation substitution, substituting cutthroat competition, and this kind of range, you're really going to do very well. And I kindly keep in touch we also have an e-journal of this kind. I'll see to it that my students also get connected to you, and you work in, in the spirit of that old song, film song, Saathi Haath Badhana Saathi Re. So that is the spirit, holding hands, making bridges across binaries, personal and political, cosmic and commonplace, binaries not only of classes, castes and genders, but also of the West and the East. So this is how the departments of English are going to play a very vital role. We've entered a phase where we are all getting bilingual. So kindly keep connected to your mother tongues, and then try to get everything that is important there. Even if it's a tentative translation, try and get it across in the world language. So this is the kind of philosophy that Forster also talks about. Only connect. So with this kind of the mission in hand, you must go ahead. I bless you from the core of my heart and congratulate you on what you've done.
Yes, we would like you to read your poems, please, Anamika.
Okay. I'll read two small poems if I have time. One is, last time when I went to Lucknow, I met somebody at Shiro. You must have seen your Shiro Center in Lucknow. So that was a center of acid attack survivors. So one of the people that I met there was called Rabia Anwar. So this is a poem dedicated to her. And I'll not read the translation, I'll read the original. Is that okay, Ranu?
Yes, please.
So I have the translation, but that'll take away time. Rabia Anwar. मैं राबिया अनवर, मुझको पहचाना नहीं क्या? क्या इतना बदल गया है मेरा चेहरा? गौर से देखिए जरा, इस चेहरे पर छपा है आपकी ही दुनिया का नक्शा। तेजाब फेंका गया मेरे मुंह पर, लेकिन मैं ठीक ठाक हूँ, मेरा काम चल रहा है, मैं अच्छी दर्जिन हूँ। चाक गिरेबा सिलाना है तो आए, हाथ साफ है मेरा। वैसे तो किरदार भी साफ है, लेकिन उड़ती ही रहती हैं अफवाहें मेरे विषय में, इधर उधर उड़ती हुई कतरनों जैसी रंगीन अफवाहें। मैं उनको यूं ही बुहार कर एक थैली में जमा करती जाती हूँ। अक्सर तो उनकी लग जाती है चिप्पी, आ जाती है काम किसी का फटा ढकने में। कभी कभी फूलदार पैचवर्क ओढ़नी बनाती हूँ उनकी ही। जो बातें मुझको चुभ जाती हैं, मैं उनकी सुई बना लेती हूँ। चुभी हुई बातों की ही सुई से मैंने टाके हैं फूल सभी धरती पर, हरे भरे सारे नजारे, आसमान के ये सितारे। मुझसे ही टकवाए थे उस खुदा ने, मेरा पुराना मेहरबान है वो खुदा। सच पूछिए तो है मेरा इकलौता आशिक वही, बाकी तो सब बाल बुतरू हैं। मैं उनकी चिल्लपों कान नहीं धरती, रहती हूँ मस्त और किसी से नहीं डरती।
Wow.
And that's the poem called Namak. नमक दुख है धरती का और उसका स्वाद भी। पृथ्वी का 3 भाग नमकीन पानी है और आदमी का दिल नमक का पहाड़। कमजोर है दिल नमक का, कितनी जल्दी पसीज जाता है, गड़ जाता है शर्म से जब फेंकी जाती है थालियां दाल में नमक कम या जरा तेज होने पर। वो जो खड़े हैं ना सरकारी दफ्तर, शाही नमकदान है, बड़ी नफासत से छिड़क देते हैं हरदम हमारे जले पर नमक। जिनके चेहरे पर नमक है, पूछिए उन औरतों से कितना भारी पड़ता है उनको उनके चेहरे का नमक। जिन्हें नमक की कीमत करनी होती है अदा, उन नमक हलालों से रंज रहता है महासागर। दुनिया में होने न दी उन्होंने क्रांतियां, रहम खा गए दुश्मनों पर। गांधी जी जानते थे नमक की कीमत, और अमरूदों वाली मुनिया भी। दुनिया में कुछ और रहे न रहे, रहेगा नमक, ईश्वर के आंसू और आदमी का पसीना, यही वो नमक है कि जिससे थिराई रहेगी ये दुनिया. Thank you so much. Retain the salt of your life. You know, be the salt of the on the earth, and you know, you're sure to go very high in life with this mission of cooperation and this mission of bringing, you know, unfolding creativity in all your friends, all the people around you. They say everybody in the vicinity, everybody in the world has the seed of Buddhahood or the seed of creativity in him or her. And as students of literature, we've been trained not to judge people. Literature, if one important thing it imparts, one lesson it imparts is the lesson of not being judgmental and letting 100 flowers bloom in all of us. Let the seeds of Buddhahood blossom and bloom under the able guidance of your Vice Chancellor and of the head of the department. I bless you from the core of your heart. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you so much, ma'am. You have indeed spelled in a nutshell the essence of the journal. And I believe they are all the marks that one gathers due to lifelong experience, which are of an academic and the deeply penetrative perception of a great poet. Thank you so much for that very spiritually enlightening lecture speech. Now, the launch of the journal cannot be complete without us first serving a glimpse of what it contains. So, we have a few students who would be reciting their compositions. Shruti Mishra, student of post-graduation, has attempted to translate some of the poems of Dr. Anamika, and she would be reading one for us. Shruti, can you please unmute your mic?
Yes, ma'am. Good evening,
Yeah.
everyone. Well, it was a great task to translate ma'am's poem. But I'm really, very blessed to Ranu ma'am that I've got this chance to do this. The poem is from Anamika ma'am's collection named Doob Dhan, and the name of the poem is Tooti Ghadi Ka Samay. So I will read my translation. The time of the broken watch. I saw a souvenir in a small basket. There lay this broken watch, like a broken promise. The bridges kept rising, and the rivers kept roving. The stranded portions denied to remain aligned, just like the needles of those broken wings. The strands of time are not mere things. They lie there in between the crevices of those undying memories, like that of a dryad between two trees. Thank you.
Hejash, Mohammed Hejash,
Yes.
may I now request you to please read your composition?
Good evening, everyone. First, let me introduce myself. My name is Mohammed Hejash. I'm a Yemeni research scholar doing a PhD degree in Lucknow University. And I would like to share with you a small passage of my poem, which is labeled My Freedom. I have been fighting a long battle. Now I feel like a gladiator, stiffen my spirit harder than a steel metal to protect the voice against any dictator. Oh, high liberty turned to be a lower one, sold to warlords and oppressors, fooled, clowned, but I still have to run to prove the self among all plasters. Those rigid eyes once stood like real men, run quicker than dirty little mice. I apologize not, I mean to offend, to rule the thought like a pair of dice. Fool, I might have lost this round, but my war is not over yet. cannot stop me to make a sound, to achieve the goal. Everything is set. Adios to the heaven of hypocrisy. Curse forever? Nah, it's been a policy. Thank you very much for letting me.
Thank you, Mohammed. Now, may I have Galuh? She's a mother and a PhD scholar. Galuh,
Hear my voice?
are you here? Yeah,
Yes, I am here.
please.
Yeah, thank you for. The title is Identity. I forget how to remember the path that I pass, the rules that I obey, the air that I smell. I forget now, blind and deep, living with empty heart. Should I live it? Should I go through when what I see is only gray? When what I hear is only buzzes? Those who claim as the highest one, those who claim as the right one, forget about the core of life, forget about love, forget about sin. I, the part of people who live under their power, feeling dumb, saying silent words, shouting silent sound. Should I live it? Should I go through? I forget. I forget my dignity. I forget my life to go nowhere, to hear nonsense. What I remember is only my name. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Galuh. That was beautiful and beautifully rendered. May I now have Satyam Singh from graduation? Can we have your poem, please?
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible? Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes.
My
Yes,
name
you
is
are.
Satyam Singh, and I am in BA third year. The title of my poem is "Where Lies the Sorrow." Where lies the happiness? Where lies the sorrow? Beautiful vision lies in tomorrow. Enjoy the bounty, enjoy the scene. Never repeats the time in being. Fire in forest, fire in mankind. Who's responsible? Blame and be blind. I see tulips, I see rose. Butterflies can't even cry in woes. Catch the squirrels, quarreling mates. Do you see their love or hate? Beauty of the sunset and of moon. If not yet, you will see it soon. Smiles did I see, all that I borrow. Tell me frankly, my friend, where lies the sorrow? Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Satyam, for that very short but very profound piece. And now, last but not the least, we have Akanksha Pandey. Akanksha?
Hello everyone.
Akanksha,
Hello.
are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm there.
Yes, please begin. Please begin.
Hello everyone. Firstly, I would like to thank Professor Ranu Uniyal and the entire Rhetorica team for letting me have this opportunity to recite my poem. The title of my poem is Nothingness, and it talks about a soul which has felt so much pain and anguish that it cannot feel anything anymore. Nothingness. Hey there, I feel nothing. I don't feel the pretty butterflies giggling around me. I don't feel the sturdy dogs howling beside me. I don't feel the enchantment when someone passes across me. There is no excitement of youth's tosses, and I'm not sad anymore for anyone's losses. I wonder what has happened to me. I wonder if it's all right to be. The scent of the flowers, the gleam of the cars, the child's innocent laugh, the heartbeat's monsoon graph. It's numb. It might be dumb. But here I am, standing all alone, staring at the wall, painting my own canvas on it, a deep dark nothing, watching the fan and wondering if it was me, floating like a circular wave, senselessly, aimlessly. There is no one around, just my thoughts around, embedded in my heart are dreams which had part. They haunt me, they'll kill me soon, hidden in my smile for this area of gloom. To feel everything is a curse, they say, but to feel nothing might end up your day. Caged is my heart, caged is my mind. All my senses feel caged so far. O dear inner self, thou thoughts are like braided hair, entangled, intertwined, and full of despair. What they mean to say, you know not. You don't even have the will to fight. You're so caught, just waiting to find a bulb, maybe just a flickering one, which shall symbolize thy heart. Indecisive, unsure, incapable, but just for the sake of love and duty, you keep on limbering, trying to enlighten the definite blinding darkness which haunts and leaves me in this suburban murkiness. Oh, this unfathomable nothingness that entirely fills me up. What irony. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Akanksha. That was really well written and well said. Now, these were just a few of the tasty morsels that we presented to arouse your curiosity regarding the journal. Now, moving on, it is equally important to understand all the effort and the energy that went into the making. And so for that, may I now invite Ashutosh Agarwal to share with us his experiences and the challenges faced during the composition, editing, and the process of putting together the e-journal. Ashutosh.
Hello everyone, this is Ashutosh and I am a PhD scholar right now. So for me this journal is like a dream come true. I hope, can you see the screen?
Yes,
Like the cover of the
yes.
page? Yeah, so many of us always wish that our department should have its own journal. And under the aegis of MAM, we have it now. And as an editor at large, overseeing photography section and designing, I found it very challenging. In spite sleepless nights, I found it interesting. Like suppose this cover. It's a very interesting thing about the picture that it's a 5-year-old picture taken by few students of BA regular honors. We also named it as Elixir of Life at that time. It embodies the lively spirit and ever-evolving creativity of the students of this university specifically. And during the course of editing the journal, few pictures came out, like they were like really amazing. Like suppose you see it here. So what you see is that's the actual picture. And then how it went into editing and how it came out on the journal as a page. So in a nutshell, it gave me an opportunity to contribute to the department and help me grow as an artist as a whole. That is all that I have to say, and I would like to thank everyone who supported in this venture. Especially thank you, ma'am, for taking this initiative. That's all.
Ashutosh has been very active. He spent many sleepless nights working on this, and I think he deserves a special thanks.
Thanks to you, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity.
So we move on. And now may I request Amrita Sharma to please extend the formal vote of thanks. Amrita.
Thank you, Ansh. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I am really happy to be extending the formal vote of thanks here today. On behalf of the entire Department of English and Modern European Languages, my foremost and sincere gratitude to our Honourable Vice Chancellor, Professor Alok Kumar Rai, sir, for his kind presence at our Zoom magazine launch session today. Sir, your encouraging words and blessings remain the chief source of motivation for all of us, and we hope to continue working under your illuminating guidance even for all our future endeavours. Once again, thank you very much, sir. Next, I would like to express a very warm gratitude to Dr. Anamika, the renowned poet and academic, for being the guest of honor for our session today. Thank you so much, ma'am, for taking out time from your busy schedule and being a part of our session. With you being a literary icon and a proud alumnus for all of us here at the department, your presence today has worked as a truly perfect role model for our young aspiring minds and the budding writers here today. And we really hope to seek your blessings, not just for this issue, but even for all the future ones. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, on behalf of all the scholars and students of the department, I would like to really thank and present my heartfelt gratitude to the head of the department, Professor Ranu Uniyal, for coming up with this idea in the first place. Thank you so much, ma'am, for thinking of an online magazine that could showcase the creative talents of the department students. And it is primarily Ranu ma'am's literary vision that the editorial board had been working to materialize in the form of the inaugural issue of Rhetorica Quarterly. So it was primarily this that we had been working on, but this formal vote of thanks can in no way be complete without a quick mention of the names of the members of the editorial board. So Chitra Machray, the non-fiction editor with Kirti Srivastava and Rajiv Sahu as the co-editors, Ansh Sharma as the fiction editor with Shivam Kundu and Akanksha Pandey as the co-editors, Ashutosh Agarwal as the photography editor with Abhijit Singh, Prachli Kholia and Ravish Fatima as the co-editors, and my two poetry co-editors, Ponso Keen and Shruti Mishra. So these are the people who had been working for the past 1 month to bring to you what you see in the form of Rhetorica Quarterly. Here again, a special mention goes to Ashutosh Agarwal, who apart from being the photography editor, also was the designer for our cover as well as the entire layout of the magazine. So a special thanks to you, Ashutosh, for spending in those sleepless nights and getting us the final product of Rhetorica Quarterly inaugural issue. Lastly, and most importantly, a heartfelt thank you to each and everyone who took the effort of sending in us their submissions. It was an absolute pleasure to read and review your works, and we really hope that these works that form the part of the inaugural issue of Rhetorica Quarterly might actually serve as an incentive for the other students to send in their works for the future issues of our journal. It was a pleasure to see and compile and work with such creatively diverse voices, and we really hope that you like this compilation. Thank you to all the faculty members, the research scholars, and the students from various colleges who have joined in for the session today. Your presence at the launch has truly made the session even more special to us, and we look forward to your reviews of this inaugural issue. Thank you, Ansh Sharma, for being the moderator of the session today. A special thank you to the contributors who read out their works today. And now we really look forward to the opinions and to the future issues that might form the part of Rhetorica Quarterly's future issues. Again, we would just like to end the formal vote of thanks by saying that Volume 1, Number 1, Summer 2020, Rhetorica Quarterly is out there for you to read. Do take a look, do send us your writings for the next issue, and do keep writing and do stay virtually connected. I'm really sorry if I'm missing out any name, but thank you once again to one and all. Thank you.
Thank you. And we say bye now. And thank you for your being here. I can see Dr. Meeta Ghosh, Dr. Pradashni, Dr. Vandana Srivastava, Dr. Meenakshi Pava, Dr. Surekha Dangwal. I can see all of you here, and I'm so grateful that you all joined us. And a big thanks to our Honourable Vice Chancellor, sir, for having organized this, arranged this meet for us, and for being a part of this launch. Thank you. Thanks a ton.
Congratulations, Professor Ranu.
Thank you, my dear. Thanks.
And wish you all the best, and the department also a lot of blessings to go ahead as you are.